People back again, and we go what everyone wants, everyone asks. Quarterfinal, England versus France. But before that, before I start, big up to everyone in the chat and also in here, my man, Alberto. Alberto, I think you got music on. He just got music on. I need to make sure that he turns the music off. Let me just quickly message him. Um, oh my god, what a star of stream that is! But yeah, I'm gonna put him back on again. Let me just quickly see. Yes, Alberto.
Yeah, man. Sorry about the music.
That's alright. I might get done for copyright with the music. Hopefully not, but it's alright. Don't worry about it. It's
Nah,
all
trust
good.
me.
No, it's all
You'll
good.
be fine.
Welcome back to my channel. Finally, you was ill for a couple of weeks. It's good to see you. You hopefully you're okay. Did you enjoy the game? What was your thoughts about the game today, England against Senegal?
It was a good game to watch. I really enjoy it. Especially of the first half.
Yeah, I mean Senegal did well. First half an hour of the game, 35 minutes. Just before England basically scored a first goal, and then all of a sudden Senegal organization just went all over the place, and then second goal just before half time, and second half was just basically England resting some players, giving making some changes as well, and yeah, I mean it wasn't a good second half to watch, but you expect after being 2-0 up and then 3-0, you expect England to slow down and rest some of their players because, of course, their heads is definitely into the next game, and the next game is massive, massive for them. So yeah, as you know, England will be facing France.
It's gonna be a bomb.
Can you see England beating France?
They have the team. They have the spirit.
I mean,
But come on, that's France we're talking about.
yeah, it's
France
true.
is France
France.
is a good team. As I said to you before, you know, when you told me about Pogba, Benzema, Kant, and I told you that with without them, France still my favorite team to win this.
Yeah, you did said quite
And
a few
you
times.
can see the way they play.
Yeah.
They got everything covered, everything. But trust me, England is in a good place right now.
Mm.
A win like the one they had tonight is definitely gonna big up their spirit.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, having a performance like that, I don't think it was England amazing performance. I just thought that Senegal was very poor. They clearly lost their organization after that. Basically, after that first goal. After that first goal, when was 0-0, yeah, Senegal was given a tough game to England. It was well organized, and they had chance. Pickford made an amazing save, and they were still, they was
Yeah.
creating damage to England, but then it was just too many mistakes after that. After
But
one, they were
but
safe.
there was one thing here. The chance Senegal had in first half.
Yeah,
It's not because they were too good. It's because England gave them a chance. That was two mistakes from England. That was it. It's not because Senegal were all over England. The game was 50-50 at that time. But England made two mistakes and Senegal should score one of them.
yeah, definitely. I
And
mean,
I still think that was a penalty.
what a handball.
Yeah, I still
Uh,
think.
the reason they haven't give is because it come from his body to the hands. If that would go straight to his hand, yeah, for me
Yeah,
that definitely wouldn't have been a penalty, and I'm pretty sure the VAR would
I've
definitely.
seen, I've seen, I've seen what thing be given.
Oh yeah, I've
But
seen it as well.
oh,
But I think the VAR
But
did well.
England were too good for Senegal.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it clearly
Especially
showed.
that kid is gonna go places. If I were him, I would stay another season in Dortmund. I wouldn't leave.
Yeah, he had a good game. That first
If
half,
he better stay there. If he
I
comes back to England, it's gonna be another Sancho.
I think Bellingham will leave Dortmund next season.
Yeah, if he does, it's gonna be the end of him. Remember Sancho when he was at Dortmund?
Yeah, oh yeah, completely.
Everyone was saying, "Wow, this kid is going somewhere." Look at him now.
Yeah, he can't even play football now.
Yeah.
Guy looks very poor at the minute for Man United,
If
and
he stay there, he's gonna get games and play. If he comes here, depend what team he's gonna join. He needs to join a team like Arsenal or Liverpool.
yeah,
He needs to play in a team where he got a chance to play 19 minutes.
yeah. I mean, he most likely will be signing for City or Liverpool. Who
If he
knows?
goes to City, that's it. That's bye bye.
Mm.
Look how many players Manchester City have to cover that place, and how many of them play.
Yeah, it's true, and you know what Guardiola is like with players, and but yeah, I mean overall today, um, first half an hour, Senegal definitely gave them a game that you clearly saw that Senegal went to the game just to defend.
Yeah.
Therefore, they're gonna defend and try to play in a counter attack. They did. They had their chance. They didn't take the chance. Then England, like I said, after England went 1-0 up. I just thought that the game was over. And after that 2-0 as well, second half was probably one of the most boring games that I've watched.
Now
Because,
you can see Senegal were poor because Harris can score and had another shot on target. That's the first thing he done this World Cup. Two shot on target.
yeah, I mean, it was just a boring second half. But fair play to England. They knew that they had the game under control. And Gareth Southgate took the chances to start racing some players, and he did. Like taking Henderson off, Bellingham, Foden. I thought Foden had a good game again. Bellingham, Henderson, Kane again. Look, his first goal in this World Cup. But I think he's been playing well. He's been one of the best England players this World Cup, apart from only
No, 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 nowhere one of the best. Nowhere one of the best. He's
for
been
England.
playing. He's been playing,
Yeah, he's
but
been playing.
nowhere near one of the best.
Yeah,
He's
for me,
not. He's not on my top 5 or 7.
he's been very important for England in this World Cup. I mean, I don't think England, apart from that Iran game, that clearly England had an amazing performance. Let's say it was a mix of both. England was very good, then Iran was shit. But after that, England against America, England was shocking, very poor. England against Wales, first half, England was very poor. Today, I don't think England had a very good game. Let's be honest. I don't think England had a very good game today. First half, basically, England scored 2 goals, but then you couldn't see a team that it was actually dominate for 40 minutes in the first half or 45, pushing them back, creating a
Yeah,
lot of chances.
actually, I enjoyed the way England played today because they didn't give any chance. They didn't give any chance to Senegal to play, especially when the game was 1 up.
Yeah. I mean, oh yeah, then like I said, after that 1-0 up, that's it. The game was over basically. England, you didn't see Senegal again, and that 2-0 before halftime. I'm not sure what the Senegal manager told the players at halftime, but I'm pretty sure he told them at halftime, "Oh, we got there with different attitudes and try and with a lucky goal, maybe score, and we get back into the game." But England never gave them a chance, like you said,
Yeah.
especially in that second half. England never gave them a chance, went 3-0 up, and then basically that's it. This is me, right? Overall, I did not really enjoy watching the game because I basically saw
Guess
one team.
guess who I enjoy watching play tonight?
Who?
Declan Rice.
Oh yeah, he's quality player.
It
He's
is not. It's, I don't rate him, but
no,
tonight he
he's
was a
quality
different player.
player. Today,
I
him,
always call him. I always call him boring, 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 boring. That it wasn't boring tonight at
him
all.
in front of that poor defense because I think England defense is not good. Maguire, Stones, even Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has ups and downs. I think when they face real footballers like Mbappe, Dembele, Giroud, Griezmann,
I can see Dembele do damage, big damage to Luxon, big damage.
Dembele will be facing Luke Shaw in 3 times this season, because he plays
Yeah,
for Barca. They will be facing Man United in Europa League. And just 1 second, Alberto, let me go through in the chat before we move into England against France quarter final. We've got in here, big up to you, my brother. Davy Dog says, can't wait, brother, will join 20 minutes. Let's wait and see. I had a lot of people saying they would join my stream tonight, but as usually, my man Alberto never lets me down. Shame he was ill. Good to see him back again, but he's busy. We'll be going in about 10 minutes. And I've gone here, my man, onto the ball says, come on, the England. Let's wait and see. Why do my England flags turn black? I know I've realised that every day on your live stream, I was sending some Welsh flag and turning into black as well. I don't know. Is that something to do with YouTube? And Steve said, it's time. Steven Ayach, the Frenchman, it's time. He's ready. Can't wait for England against France. That's gonna be very excited for sure. Saturday is Saturday night, 7 o'clock UK time. So they got plenty of time to rest. It's good that from the quarterfinal they will have 2 days break without any football. Then quarterfinal will be starting on Friday night with Argentina against Netherlands. I want to hear your thoughts as well on that one, Alberto. But let me just quickly go with Steve. Senegal, too much mistakes. Yeah, they just were all over the place. Steve saying this is for Alberto because Alberto's saying about Bellingham is going to do another Sancho if he goes to, like Man United or City. And he says, don't do a Sancho. And Steve says, at United, everyone got time to play 90 minutes. Yeah, so Alberto, going back, obviously, today is not really much to talk about here. England, and that's it. But the real test for England, and because they haven't faced anyone's that like France, right? If
they
you
will play. They will play a proper African team on Saturday. Trust me.
and
That France is the real African team.
I'm not sure if Steve gonna be happy to hear that, but I
He
think
knows I'm not lying about that.
he's still watching, so he will definitely reply to you, Steve. You can hear what Alberto says, but let's be honest. I know you ages before the World Cup. You were always watching my streams and on a live chat, and then once you start doing some live streams with me, you did say this was all before the World Cup. You did say that even when the World Cup started, even when France got beat by Tunisia, you did say that you still think France is your biggest favorite. You still think France overall as a team has too much quality, and you believe that France will go at least all the way to the final. But now, France, this is the real test for France as well. They haven't really faced, anyone like England. England haven't faced anyone like, France. So it's a
Yeah.
big test for both. There's a lot of history, a little bit of hate against each other. We know that as well. But what
So
do you see
they
from?
don't. They really don't like each other.
Yes. What do you see from this game? Can you see Gareth Southgate fucked up and making changes? Can you see England surprised with this 11 they play basically in the last 2 games? What can you see in a quarterfinal between France and England?
If he wants to surprise France, he better stick with the midfielders, Anderson and Rice and Bellingham in front of them, because these two players behind Bellingham is like a proper block for France. That's the only way they can stop France. But the thing is, France have too many quality individual players that can pass this player. But England is gonna need these two boring players, Anderson and Rice,
Yeah,
to defend.
special to
If he
try.
change that, if he change that, England is done. Because if he change that, means he's gonna play Bellingham as a box to box, and England is not gonna have any player to attack. Who's gonna attack? That guy from Chelsea.
What a Mason Mount.
Yeah.
I don't think. Do you
And I
see?
don't think he's in this tournament at all.
Yeah. Can you see Gareth Southgate? Surely, he will not change that midfield. Surely he will keep the same 11.
Yeah. And the other thing, I think Rashford should play, but that means Saka should rest.
Yeah. So even one, which
The
one you would
thing, the thing is, both players are on fire. You know, both players are on fire. This is a big call to make.
Yeah. I'm not sure. I don't know how Gareth Southgate is going to see, I don't know how he's going to see the game against France, but
But
I don't
as you said, you know where's the England problem? At the back.
yeah, I mean, that back is going to have to do
I
much
only
more.
trust. I only trust the players that play tonight. I only trust one.
Well, Walker,
Yeah, and trust me. In the first half, he had a hard ball. I'm surprised he didn't get carded.
I know, I was surprised too. How did the ref didn't give Book Walker for that challenge against, was that against Sar? A Watford player, wasn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he had a good World Cup. I think he played well. Senegal actually played well in the Group A and stuff, but then today it was
That's
completely.
the game. That's the game they missed, man.
Yes, I was going to say about Mane. Yeah, clearly without Mane, it's just today how important and handle would be to have Mane to play. Especially that first. The few chances they had and the times they had, the chances they had to put pressure on England, but is what it is. Like I said, I don't. I think that would just be. I do believe that England will not win the World Cup. I believe France will beat England, and I think Gareth Southgate clearly after the World Cup will not be England manager anymore. But who knows? Anything can happen in football. England may go in there and put
You
an
know,
amazing performance.
you know, it's still yet to lose a game in 19 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, it's true.
You know that in
Yeah,
19 minutes,
yeah,
two
England.
World Cup, and that Euro.
Yeah, England because they
Still
lost.
haven't lost a game in 19 minutes.
Yeah, because
He's
England.
boring. Trust me, he's really boring. But the player is doing the job for him.
Yes, I know where you're getting from. A lot of people says that, but he's look. The first two games was in this World Cup against Iran and America. He didn't even bother to start Foden, right?
Yeah.
And clearly, the media out there, everyone was talking about Foden. What is he not starting Foden? What is not starting Foden? Since he started Foden, is what Gareth Southgate is like. Or usually picks his favorite players, and he is very poor tactic. You gotta see that when it comes to this is why he fucked up against Croatia in the last World Cup. He fucked up against England, sorry, against Italy in the last Euros in the final. Why? What kind of football manager brings, yeah, two very young player just to take two penalty shootout? Why? I mean, surely you can't do that.
I told you that before. He's more into that work thing, diversity in the team.
And I
That
was
backfired, it was like that was the moment UK were fighting racism, and he knew if this player come on and win for England, think it's gonna be good again, black and white all together, and that thing backfired really, really bad, you know.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I felt really sorry for Saka. He was 19 at the time, I think.
yeah, I mean, when you look the last World Cup in 2018, and you look back as well in the last, who did England really face in these two big tournaments with Gareth Southgate? That, you know, they didn't face France, they didn't face like Brazil and Argentina or Spain and stuff. They face Italy in the final. They lost. They face, I think in that era as well, they faced German. But you look at this England in the last, especially in the last World Cup, right? Who did they really face? Even in that semi final, they was 1-0 up. That
That
semi
was their chance to play France. That
yeah,
was their chance
that
because that England team at last World Cup were way better than the Croatian team.
mm,
But I don't know where the Croatian got their energy, their masterclass.
yeah, fair play to them after 1-0 and then come back and
Yeah,
won, reach the final. That was a good Croatia side as well. And but looking ahead again with France and England, it's just like you've mentioned, if England plays with basically the same midfield they play today,
yeah.
of course that will help block one of the main players. For me, is the main player, Griezmann. Griezmann for France is he seems to just be a completely different player. I don't know why, but Griezmann for
Nah,
France,
because he plays with better players in France than in Atletico.
yeah, on that as
And
well, a
and
different style of
the
football.
yeah, let's be honest, Atletico is really boring.
Oh yeah, very true. And Athletic is a waste of of a team and a waste of time watching them play it.
And I
Yeah,
was surprised that they managed to win another La Liga
yeah,
when they won, I think 7 or 8 years ago. I thought
yeah,
that was the last time they're gonna win, and they
yeah.
managed to
Wait,
win
yeah,
another one.
won
I was
again a
surprised,
few
you
years
know.
ago. Yeah, but yeah, I mean that midfield can really try and block France. Like I
Yeah,
said,
because these two players, Anderson and Rice, they are really boring, and that helps a lot. But the thing is, they need a creative player
yeah,
in front of them.
they got the thing is, they got Foden,
Yes,
but Foden seems to play in the left, dropping the left
yeah,
too much. And Foden had a good game again. You know, I think Foden had 2 assists today. What a talent he is. We know Foden's a good player. It's just shame that Do you know what? I'm being honest with you. The reason Gareth Southgate is only playing Foden, his star Foden, was because of the media, the press of the
yes,
media.
yes, yes.
Definitely
And that's
Foden.
that's weakness,
Yes,
That's
definitely,
weakness.
mm,
If
definitely.
if they started asking for Harry Kane to go to the bench, if he didn't score tonight, if he didn't score tonight, trust me, Alan Shearer would start telling people that Harry Kane should go on the bench. But because he scored, he got the 19 minutes.
Yep, I was surprised why he not rest Aaron Kane, but
Yeah,
I was
give
surprised.
Wilson a chance to score.
Yeah, score another goal. And Steve says England won't play the same. They'd be scared from the counter attack. Exactly what Albert says. Like I think it would be silly, but you wouldn't be surprised if Gareth Southgate goes and change the team from today or even their last game against was against Wales. So I mean, who knows what Gareth Southgate is gonna do? Like Alberto mentioned, and Steve just said, they will be going in there, probably trying to play with a lost angle, with 4 in the middle, wherever, and that's just going to be dangerous for them. Means that Kane will keep dropping like he does usually, and I don't know what's going to happen. But if I was English, I would be worried with Maguire and Stone because they haven't really faced.
Stone is all right, Stone is all right, but when you mix him with Maguire, it's a big word.
Yeah, definitely.
And I think England is gonna try to play 3 at the back.
Do you think they're going to change 3 against France?
Yes.
So who do you think Gareth Southgate will play with? Maguire,
Stones, and Walker.
And maybe Walker, and then have Trippier and Luke Shaw on the side. He might do that, but I think still that may hold them.
It's a defensive team at the same time very attacking. That's the only way. That's the only way you can make damage to France. But the thing is, when you go Dembele, you need more than Sean.
Yeah. Like Steve says in here, Dembele and Mbappe. I mean, these 2 guys, one on one side, one on the other side, they've been creating so much.
And Giroud, come on, the guy's 36 years old. Look the way the guy holds the ball.
Yeah, what a player, man.
36 years old.
Dave Dogs is back.
Yes. Good to see you, my man. Welcome back to my channel. How are you?
I'm reasonably alright with that England score. I'm happy. I'm just I think France, I'm a bit nervous for Mbappe and all that, but I've been a bit unwell. My brother's unwell, so he's in bed. I've been looking after him and then all my eyes sore. All we know is weird, but not being very most well. But
what did you make of England performance today, Sean? Was he an amazing performer from England, or was just Senegal was very poor?
I think it was a good performance from England. To be fair, just up in the attack. Although Edouard Mendy, he's a bit shite.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say he's as good as he was when he first joined Chelsea. He's gone a lot worse since.
He's never been good. Trust me.
He's not been good recently, has he?
He's never been good. He's never ever been good.
I agree.
The thing is, Chelsea always have good defenders. That's it.
Exactly, and that's what saves him. It's a bit like, I think Kepa's better than him, can't I?
Yeah. No, I agree with Alberto and you. Like, of course, having great defenders in front of you will help you.
Helps a lot, yeah.
Yeah, Mendy's not. He made so many mistakes as well in this World Cup. Against Holland, they could have held the draw, and we probably wouldn't see Netherlands playing against England in the run of 16. But then that 2 mistakes at the end, you can't. If you want to be a top goalkeeper, you can't make this kind of mistakes. Even today.
If you see Pickford, he makes a lot of mistakes at Everton, but always stand up when play for England.
It's true.
Always. That's a good goalkeeper.
Yeah, Pickford is not
because back 4
was decent, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Everton back 4 is not a good one.
I know, yeah. Which you see the difference, because Pickford concedes silly goals when he's with Everton because of how awful our
when you don't trust your defenders, you start being worried. You make a lot of mistakes.
I agree with you, lads. Exactly.
Yeah, but then Sean, moving into the quarterfinal, this is the real test for England, of course, and the same for France. They haven't really faced anyone with this high quality. What do you make from it? I mean, can you see England beat France?
Probably not. I don't know. I think we could get a goal or 2 past their defence, and maybe past Lottie. So I don't think should be France's number 1. I don't think he should be, but at the end of the day, I think France will win. I think they'll comfortably win about 4-2. I think 4-2. I think Mbappe will score quite a few. Griezmann, Giroud. They've got loads of good players. I just don't see it happening in England.
What is your most worry thing about France and the worry thing about England? Do you worry about England defenders like Maguire, Stone,
Yeah, that
Luke
sounds because
Shaw?
that sounds because today Senegal, a few of their players got past Maguire and Stones easily. Stones misplaced loads of passes, and it just
Yeah,
worries me a little bit. And Pickford can get himself overexcited. That's what worries me more about England. What worries me more about France is just how good their attack is, and they've got a reasonable midfield as well. And it's worrying, but we'll get there. But I reckon the winners out of England or France will go on and win the World Cup. I reckon.
Do you think even if England, like if England beats France, that will take them to the semis, and they will most likely face, well, who knows,
Probably
maybe
Spain, probably.
Portugal or Spain. Can
Yeah.
you see England win it? And in a final, who knows who they're going to
Yeah,
face?
possibly. I can see us winning Portugal and, well, Switzerland. I can see us winning Portugal, Switzerland. Morocco, though, it's a tough one because Morocco have got a good team. They've already conceded one goal this whole tournament, and that was an own goal. And that was unlucky. And if Morocco beat Spain, it was showing that they're no pushovers. And, you know, they'll have Portugal then, so then they beat Spain and Portugal, which definitely means a lot of pushover. I mean, obviously, I don't see Morocco going that far, but, you know, I reckon, I don't know, I reckon Spain could win it as well. I don't know. It's a tough one, but either way, I reckon the winners are either England, Spain, or France. I did say Argentina at the start of the tournament, but Argentina just don't look that good. I mean, no matter size, if you do look good, but if you do look good, it's just at a certain few areas. If you get what I
Yeah,
mean.
I mean, I don't actually think any nation looked amazing in every game.
I know, yeah, there's like no one looked perfect. Everyone looked, everyone looked fragile. Every club.
And do you know, in the group stage, right, there wasn't a single nation that made a 3 out of 3, won the 3 games.
Yeah, but England is the only one who didn't lose any.
Yeah, and also Netherlands as well. Morocco haven't lost as well.
Oh, yeah.
Croatia haven't lost. Yeah, Croatia haven't lost. Netherlands haven't lost. Morocco haven't lost. And basically, that's it. Everyone else lost a game. But
Yeah, but one thing, I don't think Spain gonna beat Morocco.
it's going to be a tough one.
They don't gonna beat them. They had a chance to top the group, and they were more worried to avoid France.
I reckon Spain. I reckon they'll finish. I reckon that'll be a close game. I reckon it'll go to penalties. I reckon.
Do you think? And also, Alberto, I don't know how long you go because you told me only half an hour.
Yeah, I can stay another 10, 15 minutes, maybe 20.
Is up to you. I really appreciate you coming along, Alberto. Also, Freewise says France had the easy group and made Australia, who are full of Scottish Premiership players, look good. And I mean, this is
Can
a
I
banter
can
now.
I can I say something to Freeway?
Yeah,
I
you
mean,
can, of
I
course.
can't agree with
Yeah,
it a lot.
yeah. Freeway. Remember one thing, yeah. England play against a team who call football soccer, and England were lucky.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So before you starting pointing fingers to France, remember why England were outplayed against United States. Come on, it's not just normal United States. It's a bunch of kids, American kids.
I wouldn't say they made them look like I wouldn't say I wouldn't say France made Australia look good. I'd say obviously the first 10 minutes he were poor, but since then he just made up for it and battered them since. He dominated since. So
Yeah.
he dominated the rest of the 80 minutes. So I don't know about that statement, but I see what he means if he meant Argentina after yesterday's game, but not France.
Yeah, I mean, Steve and Freeway looks like they're gonna have a banter and they're gonna agree against each other in a live stream. Keep going, guys. I love to see that. And also, Stephen, I always call him Steve because I know him. I always call him Steve. And he says, France smash Australia tanks. Yeah, for one. And the freeway then come back says level up points. And this is true. Australia finished with 6 points and then France finished with 6 points, right? France only finished top of the group with goal difference. And he says, because Denmark fucked up. Yes, Denmark, I know.
Big time. That was the surprise.
I was very disappointed, like Denmark, like German as well, Belgian.
No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised with German at all.
Yeah. Clearly,
at one point, was 2-1. Costa Rica, 2-1. Japan. I was like, please stay like this. Please.
Yeah.
For the love of football, stay like this.
I would love to see Spain and Germany.
And when Spain were doing fuck all to win that match or at least to draw, I was like, if I was a German goalkeeper, I would score 3-1 goals. Yeah. If you want me out, so you can go out as well.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Exactly the same thing.
We would go out anyway, so.
Yeah. Freeway says, I'm not saying England are great, but England group statistically had the highest average ranking.
I was going to say that. There was loads of
can I answer that? That one?
Yeah, of course.
Who's second ranking team in the FIFA?
Belgium.
This state means fuck all.
Yeah, stats means nothing. Yeah.
It means I just think the FIFA stats are just broke. I don't think they're.
I keep asking myself, how come Belgium get so high?
I don't know how France can win the World Cup, the last World Cup. Keep up with some good performances, and it's somehow 4th or 5th in the best ratings. Shouldn't be like top 6, maybe. Like, it's silly in my opinion. Like, I reckon France should be a lot higher, and England should be probably a few places lower. I don't even know, but all I'm saying is that
I don't know how FIFA do this ranking, but it's full of shit.
Honestly,
yeah, very true. I agree with you, Albert. I've said this a few times. Like Belgium clearly is because of their friendlies.
Maybe Morocco should be on top 5.
Yeah,
if Belgium is that high, come on.
I know, it's crazy. Steve says that England group wasn't even hard. Yeah, I don't think England group was hard either. And I think England group and probably France group was one of the most easy groups out there.
The reason Iran is so high is because they play in Asia and they're one of the best team there.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't think Iran are as good as people made out.
And United States play against Mexico and Costa Rica and stuff, Cuba, Canada. Of course, they're gonna be high as well,
Yeah.
But the rest, well,
And Steve says, please carry on listening to statistics. I mean, it's just pure of shit. At last, someone come with you good answers. He's saying to Alberto means stats means nothing. I say absolutely agree. So Freeway says France's name is already on the trophy. When Platini and Blatter took the bribe for and Qatar, they agreed that France would get the World Cups. This is a political stuff now. And Freeway says
that's a good one. I'll give you 10.
And Freeway says, and Switzerland would be allowed to knock France out of the Euros. It's just them two. It's like, I know them for a long time. I worked with them before. I mean, it's just crazy. These two are
unbelievable. Unbelievable.
FIFA ranking is share. How is Belgium second? I don't know. Is what we're trying to say. We don't know how is Belgium second. It's just nonsense. Seeing a nation that they don't even.
And you know why Belgium is so high? Because they play Welsh every day. Every time there is a fucking Euro Cups or whatever that thing is called, Belgium is gonna play well.
I know, I just
And
heard about Bel-
yeah, and
Belgium, whatever.
I haven't seen well turn up that giving them points because it's always 2 games. That's 6 points. Basically, he gets 2 points off FIFA for beating Wales twice every time.
Yeah, you get. This is what I said. Belgium gets that high in their ranking, FIFA rankings, because of the qualify, Nations League, and friendlies as well. It's just silly how
Like Harry Kane, how many goals this goal like from score penalty against Malta and stuff.
I
And
know.
Honduras.
And Freeway says Platini even admit that in '98 they fixed the group so France would avoid Brazil, and until the final when they tire and poison with dodgy foods. That
Oh, come on.
you even watched the World Cup '98.
I wanted Brazil to beat France on that game. I hate Brazil. Trust me, I hate Brazil. But I want Brazil to beat France. But France were too good.
Yeah, what a World Cup that was! What a final! That Zidane completely. No merci to Brazil. And Steve says France in '98 met all the best team to make into the final. I watched yesterday all of it, and yeah, can we see another final between Brazil and France? That's what I predict.
I still think if Brazil play Argentina gonna win.
Yeah.
That's the only team. That's the only team that can stop Brazil
Do you think?
before France.
Yeah. Do you think that? What is your thoughts on Argentina against Netherlands?
It's going to be a good game, I think.
You know, I'm going for Netherlands on that game.
Netherlands could win. I see that going to penalties.
You know, they not like the superstars, but they know each other. You know, it's like they've been playing for years together. I think it's the manager. They have a good manager.
Netherlands hasn't impressed me in this World Cup.
Yeah, but they have a good manager. You know, they're not boring at all. But they're not superstar either, you know? Yeah. They can act Argentina because Argentina depends on Messi.
Yeah.
It's been proved. It's been proved.
Yeah,
What's
very
happening?
true.
Yeah. Messi is not been playing like 100%. It may be 75, 80%. But he's still carrying Argentina on. That's different with Netherlands. They know each other, you know, they play as a group. They know how to stop a team.
It's going to be an interesting game, definitely.
Yeah.
I think it's going to be a tough game. I said that yesterday. I think most likely end up going to extra time or 1 goal difference. It's going to be a tough game, like it was in the World Cup in 2014 in Brazil, that they both meet in the semi-final, went all the way to the went all the way to the extra time and then penalties as well. So we've got in here Freeway saying, it's a shame we switch into this stupid 3-team groups next time. Even more dodgy deals will go on. Sean, can you see that Netherlands beat Argentina?
On penalties, maybe. I can see it going to penalties and either team really. I can see that happening. I can see Netherlands holding on. Netherlands actually have a decent defence, I reckon. Argentina, they've got an alright squad. I reckon they're one of the favourites, or they were at the start. But then they lost to Saudi Arabia, and I just changed moods a bit in my head. I was like, straight away to start, yes, Argentina are going to win because they had such a big win run. But now it's like, I reckon they could possibly do it. But yeah, I reckon Netherlands could give them a good game. easily.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a tough game, but I'm confident. Confidence in the way that, look, I'm not confident that Argentina will go and beat them and smash them like easy. No, it's going to be a tough game, but I'm confident that
If Argentina plays the same way they've been playing, like get the ball and put the ball in the box, they're gonna get fuck all because, as Sean said, they have a decent defender. They are fucking tall, you know. They are
yeah.
tall players. They not gonna Argentina gonna get fuck all against the back four.
Let's
Exactly.
wait and see. Let's
We're
see. But
gonna we're gonna need Messi to turn up. You know that Messi we used to watch at Barca. Yeah,
yeah, but remember
that's the only way you can pass the back four.
that you're gonna have Di Maria will be back. Julian Alvarez is a top quality player playing against this kind of defenders. You know, Julian Alvarez. I said this thing was last week after the Argentina against Poland. I said that Julian Alvarez probably is movements with the ball and without the ball probably is the best striker in the world. I don't think we see a player that has this kind of movement, reads the game so clever like Julian Alvarez. And since that Saudi Arabia game, that
So sorry. I'm gonna go for Olivier Giroud.
I mean,
He has the best movement with the ball on the pitch.
Yeah, he was great. That goal today was class as well.
he's very good. I rate Giroud. I always say this: Giroud is, you
And
know,
he's fucking old, man. He's old.
and
A team like France should find another kid to play there. Trust me, there's a lot of players in France that can be that number 9. But the manager trusts him. And you know, Benzema is not young either.
yeah, it's true.
So,
But to be honest, Giroud has always been a quality striker. One of probably I've said this already today that Giroud is probably the most underrated French player of all time.
And now he's the top goal scorer all the time. And
Yeah,
if you see his goals, he doesn't score against Cyprus, Malta. Nah, he scores against the big ones.
yeah, very very true. And you remember how important he was in the last World Cup in 2018. He didn't score a single goal, Matt. He was
Yeah,
so
but
important.
he was really a key player
He
in
was
that
one of
World
the
Cup.
key players. Yeah,
That's why I'm telling you, he's the best player to play without the ball, you know?
yeah, he's clever without a ball. Don't get
Yeah.
me wrong. But he have been in the game for a long time. Julian Alvarez has basically just started. Julian Alvarez is a quality player. I do believe that Argentina will knock Netherlands. Dominic says football Vieira, whatever he's trying to say. Big up to you, my man. Make sure
If you guys want Brazil out, you need Argentina to beat.
Netherlands.
Yeah. Because I know Brazil always scared of Argentina. Always.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be a purified game. And true
And
goodness
let's not forget that Argentina won Copa America in Brazil.
yep, in Maracanã, Di Maria.
Yeah. That's not an easy thing to do.
Definitely no. Just finished my stream. How is going, lad? All good. Big up to you, my man. And
Dude,
also,
decent,
True
bro.
goodness says, big up Alberto and says, big up Sean. Love you, match day vlogs, mate. Do you know what? I
Reggie.
actually watched. Was it this morning or was last night? I actually watched one of the Sean's vlogs, right? And I was just laughing. I really enjoyed it. It was good. And I haven't actually watched, apart from the one yesterday or this morning, that I haven't actually had time to watch any of your vlogs, but I actually watched a full one yesterday.
Actually, I love when he does this non-league.
Non-league ones.
Yeah, non-league football. Yeah, always check on you, Sean. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You
Please,
know, I've
give
got
me-
him. I went to a Sunday League one today, but I was
Yeah.
it was only 1-0,
Yeah.
but it was decent. It was a decent game. Should never have been a 1-0. Should have been more, but is what it is.
Because games like this don't get no attention. When I see Bellingham play, if he was still at Birmingham City, no one would talk about him. And trust me, there's a lot of players like him, Saka, Rashford, playing Championship or League One.
Yeah, I
They
believe.
just don't have.
There's
They
loads
just
of
don't
good
have.
players in the lower
They
leagues.
just don't have the chance.
Yeah, it's true. If people in the chat that are watching this, please, if you could subscribe to Sean, really appreciate it. Sean, give a shout out with your name and Alberto.
Dave Dog's only
It's
four.
a good channel if you like football.
Definitely.
Wow.
Just you know what you're gonna do, Sean? Just drop that's what I do with my other guests, is that just drop your link on a live chat. I'm sure people will support you. Just drop the link on there.
Yeah.
And Alberto,
Everyone subscribes to Alberto. Subscribe to Alberto and then Ferreira too.
Alberto has
Ferreira.
got a channel, yeah.
Both of you are growing, so that's good to see.
And Alberto, I think he needs to go very soon.
Yeah, I'm just waiting. I'm just waiting for my text message. As soon as I receive my text message, I'm off here. So I'm staying.
Once you get a text message, just let me know. Stop me, and then you're good to go. But it's good to see you back again, Alberto. Really appreciate you coming along. I miss you like I miss Sean. It's been a while with Sean as well. Freeway says Netherlands will likely control the game, but Argentina have players who at any minute can strike. Should be a good watch. Yeah, I think that's what we say. We agree with that. And I said, I know Di Maria hasn't really been fair. He was rest against Australia. Didn't want to take any risk because he was injured with Juventus just before the World Cup. Dybala haven't even have a single minute. I do not get why. And then, like Alberto also mentioned, Argentina will need Messi. As usually they need, but they definitely will need Messi in this game to try and break Netherlands, because
that's the only way.
Yeah, defense, they play with 5 at the back as well, and they haven't actually been that bad defense, but they haven't impressed me either. And Freeway says Giroud is better than Mbappe. Mbappe hides.
Nah. Don't go that far, man.
But Giroud has proved himself in Italy and England. What do you make of this, Alberto?
I just answered. You is too good, but come on, Mbappe so far is the man of this World Cup.
Bizarre, that. I mean, today
there is no Messi, there is no Ronaldo. Oh, who's the other one who plays with it? That Brazilian guy?
No. Neymar.
Neymar. There is no one that Mbappe is showing that he's the man.
Yeah.
If you want goals, that's him. If you want to go, that's him. I know Messi is doing Messi thing, but come on.
I know, the third goal he scored today was a great goal.
I'm a big fan of Giroud, trust me. I was really mad when he left Arsenal. I'm a big fan, but Mbappe is a different player, man.
Yeah, Mbappe is. Do you think Mbappe? I've said this already, Alberto. Do you think Mbappe will be the next god in football?
Yes, he just needs to leave PSG.
Yeah, I mean the guy is unreal. The kid is unbelievable, and he's doing his things in this World Cup. Already top goal scorer, 5 goals. Probably most likely will end up finish top goal scorer. But let's wait and see. And also, True gonna say is Rabiot man of the match today. Yes, no way. He was man of the match today. Yeah, you can enjoy. Come along. We're gonna have a laugh. Alberto, see you. He miss you all as well. Steve says definitely Rabiot man of the match. They're taking a piece of me. Do you know what? Because I gave man of the match today to Giroud, right? And they said it was Rabiot for them was man of the match, and I said nah, Giroud or Griezmann was my man of the match today, and they're still taking a piece of me, but yeah, they know I'm right anyway. Yes, big up to you, Stephen. England versus France will be very exciting. Yeah, because if you actually see, right, we already got Netherlands against Argentina in the quarterfinal, like confirmed. Then we have England versus France. Most likely, let's say the favorites will go through, but we don't know.
whoever scores first, England versus France, is gonna win.
Mm.
You know why? Because if England score first, they know how to defend. That's the best thing England knows how to do. Put everyone behind the ball. So
Yeah.
every time France is gonna try to attack, England can come on counterattack.
Yeah,
But
I mean,
if France score first, England's gonna get smashed.
mhm.
Yes, because players like Mbappe and Dembele, they don't need to defend. And these players are really quick and they know how to play football.
They are quick. They're just unbelievable.
They know how. They are really quick and they know how to play
And
football.
that's,
You know.
that's a very good point, Albert, and I agree with you. It's not also just being quick, but also you need to know how to play football, and they
They
can
really know how to play
play
football.
football. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
Sean, do you think Luke Sean can stop Dembele?
Sorry, what was that? Sorry.
Luke Sean can stop Dembele. Do you
Luke
think
Shaw
he
can
can?
stop Dembele. I don't know. Luke Shaw, he has been all right. He's been really good. I think he's been one of our best players, England's best players in the World Cup. But
He can't defend either.
when Dembele's not injured, he can be one of the best himself. He's a
Yeah.
really good player. When he's not injured, he shows his quality every game. Like the Australia one when he played against Australia, showing it against them, showing it against other teams he played against. He's a really good player. He's a world class.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
the other one is Kyle Walker. He's the only one who can run against Mbappe.
No, Mbappe beats everyone.
He's old, you see.
I know, yeah.
Kyle Walker is old. Mbappe is young.
He's fast, but
Yeah.
Mbappe is a bit more quick.
But
And he's younger.
after two run, he won't stop Mbappe.
100%. I agree. Mbappe's just too quick. He's rapid.
Yeah.
And he's got really good finishing as well. So,
but he's the only one who can play in that position against Mbappe. That's the thing. Imagine if he he plays there. Who else is who else is there?
Trent Alexander-Arnold, but no.
That one's gonna be a proper sandwich.
Imagine that. That would be a social experiment playing Trent Alexander-Arnold versus Mbappe.
Sean, do you think Gareth Southgate will be scared as usually when it comes to this kind of games?
But yeah, he will. He will, yeah, because he always goes defensive against these type of teams, and it always fucks us. Like, it genuinely does. Like, I remember we played France in some sort of friendly, I think it was, in like 2018 or whenever. I think we got beat 4-2 or 4-1 or something. I can't remember. Or was it 5-2? I can't remember. It was a few years ago, and he just went totally defensive when he has an attacking sides. And I know we've got a better team now, but even back then, he played like 6 at the back or something stupid like that. And he just controlled us. And
Sean, would you change England lineup today, or would you keep the same? That midfield looks strong, and also with 4 at the back, or would you have 5 at the back? Like
4 at the back easily. If we put too many defensive players on that pitch, Mbappe will, he'll find it easy because, I'd rather have the midfielders because we've got good midfielders who can retrieve the ball. The defenders, probably not. If we do go far at the back, then Connor Cody over Eric Dyer. Like Connor Cody, I might sound like I'm being biased because I'm an Everton fan, but how has Connor Cody not got any minutes in this World Cup? But Eric Dyer come on the pitch today. I mean, I know there was not much time to change it anyway, so there's no point in going and moaning about it like I am. But overall, if we do go far at the back, I think Cody should be there because he's solid alongside Maguire and Stones, and it's a tough one. No, I wouldn't say play far at the back though because
that's what I said at the beginning of the show. That's the only call England can make to stop France, to make things hard for France. 5 at the back, 3 at the back plus 2
Yeah, maybe not 3 at the back, but like not 5, 3 at the back, 2 wing backs,
Yeah,
and maybe
that's
whatever else
that's
we
the
need.
call. That's the call.
I'd say do that.
Just
Spin
make
out the sort
sure.
of-
Just make sure Walker plays on the right side and Maguire be the last man. Don't go to the left because him and Luke Shaw won't stop Dembele.
Steve says Walker will suffer against Mbappe for sure. He will get booked.
So you see, because England haven't had a yellow card in this World Cup yet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm surprised.
So
I'm surprised.
it's like the first time that's ever happened to any club, I reckon, in the tournament. Like
Declan Rice is playing. Maguire is playing. You know, I'm a gambler.
I think we'll soon start seeing.
When I want to win money and I see this player playing in the Premier League, I put them to get cards. And
Yeah,
I never fail. I'm surprised.
I know, yeah, in the Premier League, it's always them. It's always the same. It's always Walker who gets booked. Pickford gets booked a few times, to be fair, Pickford.
Luke Shaw, another player that get a lot of cards.
Yeah, exactly. Pickford, Walker, Maguire, Stones, they always get cards.
Yeah, that challenge today, that challenge Walker.
Kyle Walker.
Yeah, how did he not go booked for that? I mean, that was.
No, I think that should have been a yellow card easily.
Easily.
That was yellow all day.
All day long. I think the FIFA will might investigate the referee. What is not booking? Yeah, let's wait and see. So Trugoner says he was going to join us, but I don't know. He's probably having some problems with his signal. And also Steve says France play all second half against England with 10-1. And let me just go to JS. Would you big up to you, my man? He says, vamos, vamos, always, my man. But going back in here, Sean mentioned the friendly they're playing 2018, and France play all second half against England with 10 men, and France still beat England. But you know, different times now, different games, and friendly World Cups, all different. It's going to be different feelings as well. So a lot more pressure as well. World Cup, like I said, you know, whoever wins, gonna reach the semi. And I think reaching the semi of the World Cup is, I'm not going to say it's a big achievement, because for me, hold on.
It is, because you play extra game, even if you lose the semi-final.
Yeah, I said that yesterday. I mean, it's big an achievement for teams like, not nations like France, Brazil, Argentina. The biggest achievement for these nations is actually to win. For them to reach semi-final, yeah, of course, is always good. But then, reaching the semi and get upset, losing in the semi, it's not the same for this nation. For England, I'm not sure. It might be good to reach the semi, because a lot of people did not expect England to reach this far. Myself, I said they would go knocked out by Senegal. This was before the World Cup start. But now, look, they're in a quarterfinal against France. Anything can happen. That's reality. But we still go.
I was surprised to see them get out of the group stage.
Yeah.
It was a tough group, to be fair.
The England group was just, I don't know, it was all over the place. It was too
much. I was gonna say that again. That was a political group, you know. Yeah. When people mix football with politics, it doesn't end up well. And I was surprised that they didn't fight. And fair play, Iran, United States was a good game. And after the game, the players congratulated each other. That was a good thing to do. I love to see that kind of thing on sport. But the media tried, to make things harder. Like the same way. I've been watching England's fans in Qatar, and they've been telling, stop watching BBC. The thing they said is nothing to what we're expecting here. They say you can't drink there. That's not true. You find a lot of drunk people after the game celebrating. It's all over YouTube. But BBC with the propaganda, a lot of people missed a good World Cup in Russia. England played the best World Cup since they won that. And a lot of fans didn't go because of BBC propaganda.
Yeah.
It's always propaganda with BBC. Always.
England play a good World Cup with that good fans.
Yeah. So we got still Alberto and Sean. We still got.
Yeah, but and now I really have to go.
Yeah, that's fine. Big up to you, Alberto. It was nice to see you again. And we keep in touch, my man. Really appreciate you coming along. And have a good, good night wherever you do, and enjoy. Get smashed, celebrate, and I will see you tomorrow.
Yeah, okay. See you guys. Yeah.
See you later, lads. See you later.
So, Sean, we still got 4 games left, right? On run of 16. Since the run of 16 start, we haven't seen a surprise yet. We've seen a lot of surprises in this World Cup, like Belgium.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't seen one, to be fair, because I thought it would have been USA or Senegal today, but Australia gave Argentina a good run. They really did. They gave Argentina a good game. Nobody's true gonna, bro. You'll get there sometime.
Yeah, I mean, so we still got tomorrow. We've got I think if I'm not wrong, we've got Japan against Croatia.
Yeah, that's it. Japan, Croatia, and then you've got Morocco, Spain.
Yes, we've got. Let me just double check to not get it wrong. Now we've got Japan, Croatia, and then we've got Brazil, South Korea tomorrow, right?
Oh, it's Brazil, South Korea tomorrow. Oh.
Yes, and then Tuesday we've got Morocco, Spain, and then Portugal and Switzerland. So we've got 4 more games in the run of 16. Honestly, can you see a surprise?
I don't know. Maybe. I don't. I'd say Japan v Croatia. I think. Wouldn't be surprised if Japan win. I wouldn't be surprised. Because Japan are really good. I am. I'd say then for Brazil, who Brazil playing? Oh, Brazil, South Korea, Brazil. But you never know. South Korea, they done the impossible, didn't they? So you never know. You
never know. In football, anything can happen.
I don't know if you remember, but the Korea manager got sent off after they got beat against Ghana, and he thought it was all it. Got sent off and had to sit in the stand for the last game where they just won Portugal. It's crazy, but I think the shock will come, but I think it'll be probably Morocco, Spain. I reckon Morocco will win on penalties.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game, definitely. Josh, big up to you, my man. Now, clearly, we can't see you. And you know what? I actually forgot to mention to you that when we did the review for the France game against, France today against Poland, we did a review. You was on my channel, and we had so many people watching us. We had a great laugh. It was just funny, but you actually look like one of the Hernandez, right? You may belong to Theo Hernandez or Lucas Hernandez. You might be, and also you are left back, right?
Yes.
Well, as a left back, and you actually look like your hairstyle and everything. So make sure you ask, nicely. I'm not just ask your mom if there was anything to do, any kind of milk from Theo Hernandez and Lucas Hernandez dads, because I've watched some of your clips. You're actually a good left back. You might, and you're only young. You're what, 15 now?
15,
right?
yeah, 15.
Yeah, so you still have all the way in there to one day to play for England. I'm pretty sure you will be better than Luke Shaw. But big up to you, my man. Good to see you again. And so England, I know you already did a review on your channel. And so what did you make of England performance today? Was England very good, or was just Senegal very poor, or a mixture of both?
Yeah, first of all, I want to say big up to you and Sean as well. Where's our party gone, man?
He had to go because he has a meeting tonight with a girl. He's gonna go and have some sex, trying to make another Alberto.
Needs to bring the condoms.
But no, my thoughts on the performance. Look, I'll be honest. I'll be real with it. The first half an hour, we started off slow. Like, honestly, Senegal had some very good chances. I thought Dia had a good chance. Pickford saved it. This has been the thing with England, right? Apart from the Iran game, we always seem to start off really slow. Like, against USA, we just flat. And we ended up drawing that 0-0. And then against the Wales game as well, we started off really slow. It was 0-0 at half-time. And then I think as soon as we get the first goal, we get like this confidence boost. And then we go and get loads more. And you know, like today, got the goal from Jordan Henderson. Jude Bellingham was, you know, class. And yeah, and then after that, we just battered Senegal, mate, to be honest. And yeah, they got no Mane, but you can't remember that they still are the AFCON champions. So end of the day, I thought it'd be tougher than what it was. But
Yeah, I mean, I expect as well to be a tougher game for England. It was before the first goal, but then I said this already at the beginning of this live stream that after the first goal, clearly killed the game. 1-0 up, even 1-0 up before that, you know, Senegal might still have a hopes and fight. But after that 1-0 up, they never fight back. Senegal never fought back into the game. And England, after just before halftime, went 2-0 up. And then that's it. Second half was just England was under the control. It was just boring to watch. And, you know, it gave Gareth Southgate a chance to change, you know, make some changing, rest some players for France game. But before we're moving into, obviously, the quarterfinal between France and England with you, George, if you had to give a man of the match today, who would you give to? I know it was a bit, probably a hard call, but who would you give to? Definitely not Rabiot this time because he didn't die.
Yeah, for me, I'm gonna have to go with Jude Bellingham, man. I thought he's fucking class. Like, he's 19 and it's crazy how good this guy is, and he's running the show in this World Cup in the midfield. I thought Harry Kane. Obviously, I'm an Arsenal fan. Like, putting a bias aside, I thought Harry Kane had a class game as well. But if I had to pick one, I'll go with Jude Bellingham.
I think Harry Kane is having an okay World Cup, and I've mentioned this already. I said that Harry Kane has been one of the most important players in this World Cup for England, and he's playing well. He had a good game today, and Foden also had a good game, and Henderson as well. That midfield was spot on today. And but if I had to give overall, I would agree with you, and I would, for once, I'm gonna agree with you because we're not talking about Rabiot for once, and I'll definitely give to Bellingham man of the match, but we could have easily give to someone else because there was good performance from the few players I already mentioned. You, Sean, if you had to give a man of the match today, make sure you don't pick Pickford because he's from Everton.
No, I will.
I'm joking with you, my man. Who would you give man of the match?
I know, I don't worry. Well, no, I would have mentioned Pickford, but obviously there's better players that was on the pitch. But I mean, Pickford saving the first half. You know, if he never saved that, then the game could have been.
That save was very important. It was one of the key moments in the game for sure.
It wasn't an important save, but the thing is with Pickford, Everton fans get annoyed when everyone says he's good for England, but not with Everton. But this season has proved that he is good with England and not with Everton, and in this World Cup, it's proved it. But I mean, I know Pickford had a good game against, you know, Liverpool and Chelsea and whoever else it was, but Fulham it was. But nah, overall, I think Pickford probably did change it a little bit, probably did make England's wake up. But obviously, he doesn't get man of the match. I'd say a bit like True Gunner said. I'd say either it's between Kane Bellingham, or Jordan Henderson for me. I'd say Bellingham was bossing around the midfield. And even Foden got 2 assists. He was good. But Kane, he tracks back. Like, I was getting frustrated because he went in the attacking positions. It was like he was a winger, he was a midfielder. But to be fair, if it wasn't for him, I reckon, you know, Senegal could have scored a few because he was tracking back so much and winning the ball back and then passing up the field and doing some good passes to everyone. Saka, I think he done all right. I wouldn't say it was one of his best games, but he done all right.
Yeah.
But I'd say Bellingham, 100%. He's just.
I think we all agree with Bellingham. But like Sean, you just said, like Henderson, Kane, even Foden with 2 assists. Now there's a lot of quality. So George, we've mentioned already with France and England, we actually we thought that England would play France after the France game. When we reviewed the game, we said that it's got to be France, surely France, England. So, and you actually mentioned that this is going to be England and probably Gareth Southgate biggest test. I know a lot of people was going to say his biggest test was in the Euros last final and stuff, but you're facing this France with so much quality, and you clearly England, apart from Italy and in the last Euros, faced Germany as well. Last World Cup, England did not really face a big nation with history. And now is a real test for England, for France as well, because France haven't really faced anyone. I know they faced Denmark, but Denmark was
Awful.
absolutely shocking, very disappointed with them. But sorry, what do you see from England? Can you see Gareth Southgate fucked up, changing the tactic, going with 5 at the back, changing the midfield? Or would you as a English, as a football fan or England fan, would you change anything?
Well, yeah, for me, right. Look, people say, "Oh, don't change it because we're winning games, right?" But you're up against this. As we said, this is going to be the biggest test for England so far. It's going to be the biggest test for the players like Maguire, see how they defend it, but against Giroud, because we don't know how clinical Giroud is. It's be interesting how John Stones, Maguire come up against him. And then you got Kyle Walker against Mbappe. I mean, look, let's just pray, yeah, that it doesn't get absolutely roasted. And then but look, maybe he will go 5 at the back, because it is against a very big side. It is against France. And for me, right, I know Saka played well today, but I looked at the lineup and I was like, Rashford's on the bench. Like, really? After playing that well against Wales and scoring 2 goals? I mean, why would you drop him? Yes, we won this match, but personally...
No, it's bizarre. It's bizarre,
Sorry?
yes.
Yeah, it's bizarre.
It was.
I
Rashford,
couldn't believe it.
Exactly. He came on, he done all right. He had a few chances himself today, Rashford. He's getting better. But I don't know if it'd be a bit of a dip to confidence, like a punishment, like a bit like you said, to drop him. It's just stupid.
Yeah, 100%, man. Like, finish with this manager, right? He loves to pick his favourites every game. Like, for me, Rashford I don't think there's a time where Rashford, apart from the Wales game, has ever got a full-on start for England, because he's always on the bench, no matter what. Apart from that Wales game, and he scored 2 goals, and then what's your rule for that? You're on the bench for the next game. I don't understand it. Look, I love Saka. I'm an Arsenal fan. I love Saka, right? But for me, I would have started Marcus Rashford over him today after his performance against Wales.
Yeah, because clearly, if you have to drop Saka, if you have to drop Rashford, Saka will play even way, because I cannot see he's changing, taking Foden off after Foden had a good performance against Wales and having a good performance also today. And with that midfield today, clearly work. I like to see, the connection between everyone. Henderson, he looked like the player that we remember seeing him with that Liverpool, like not last season, the year before and the year before as well. He was absolutely amazing today.
Yeah.
With Bellingham, even Declan Rice as well. The connection between them three was good. But like I said, what I already asked Sean and Alberto, who wasn't here, and I said, what is your most worry thing like facing France? Are you worried about England defense facing the kinds of Dembele, Mbappe, Giroud? Look at Giroud, absolutely. What's a player?
I just think, it's, as you said, it's that attack that really rise me. That front three, Dembele, bro. On his day, Dembele is class. Like, honestly, on his day. But I mean, when he's ever have his day, to be honest. And then look, you got on the other side. We all know about Mbappe. Like me and you said when we done the France match review, that he is going to be the GOAT in the upcoming few years. That's the thing that rises me the most, is the attack. And then of course behind them, Griezmann's world class. He's been world class this World Cup. And look, even the defense is solid, isn't it? I mean, Luka, he said, "Oh, they've got a weak defense." Like, I'm sorry, Luka, mate, we've got to disagree with you there, my friend. Because at the end of the day, we said it. Like, Apuka Meccano is solid, right? They've got Saliba, they've got Varane, they've got Hernandez, they've got
Konate,
Konate, they've got who's Jules Koundé as well, right?
Yeah.
Their defense is solid, and even their midfield, like Rabiot, man, like man of the match. But no, Rabiot, too many.
Thing in the bench, they go for Fana.
Squad is unbelievable.
I think Everton and Man United will link with Rabiot in the summer, and both set of fans are like, oh no, we're not having him. He's been awful. This, that, the other.
Rabiot's been so good for Juventus.
Rabiot's been good. I think he scored against Australia as well. I think he's been.
You know, in one of my live streams, I think one of my live streams in the summer, I actually was slagging him off a lot, and then he's going and having good season for Juventus. And I said this, he probably has been Juventus' best player this season because I do watch a lot of Serie A. Just before the World Cup, I remember watching Juventus against Inter. He had an amazing game. Juventus against Lazio. Rabiot had an amazing game. I think I've watched these 2 games just before the World Cup, and he's been also good in this World Cup for France. He's been one of the best players as well. Like today, that second half, he had a very, very good game, but not man of the match, unfortunately. Not today. But yeah, France is unbelievable. There's too much talent there. But look, who knows? At the end of the day, we in here having a chat and stuff. We know anything can happen. Alberto says, Josh, sorry I left before you coming on. Maybe we will connect on a future stream. Oh, yeah, 100%.
Mate, I've got to drink because of you, man. Like, we could talk about us. No, but yeah, what a legend. What a legend.
100%. And Sean saying, big up to everyone with a beer. What is that? What is that beer? Is that the Italy?
I'll show you. It's shit. What have I turned my camera off for?
Let me see what beer you're drinking. Because I need to get some for the World Cup final.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm just.
You're drinking a what? Moretti.
Moretti, yeah, that's it.
That beer is absolutely gorgeous. It's very expensive, but it's good.
I got it from Aston after the Bolton game.
Yeah, I think my first time I drink that. Let me try to think. I'm not sure if Steven or Freeway is still watching this, because I had a house before, and then we used to all just watch Copa America, World Cup, like Copa America 4, 5 o'clock in the morning, having a barbecue and then drinking all day, all night. And I think the first time I drink that, I'm not sure if I was with Freeway or and Steven, and we was watching, I can't remember what game we was watching, because we know each other so long. We've been watching football. We never seems to miss World Cup, Copa Americans and stuff. And that beer is good. You have if you have like 2 or 3 straight away, you will start feeling, Lucas Hernandez and Theo Hernandez, dad's milk in your head after that. And Alberto says, my man of the match goes to the boring Declan Rice. He was a joy to watch. Fair enough, Alberto. Like we said, we had some good
boring Declan Rice.
And we had a good performance today, and overall, few of the English players had a good performance. But then next one, they will be facing France. Like, it's definitely going to be interesting to watch. From the quarterfinal, like I've mentioned already, we're going to have Netherlands against Argentina. Then we're going to have France against England. Most likely, we'll probably have Brazil against Japan, Croatia. And then we're going to have maybe Spain against Portugal. So, George, I don't think I've asked you already. Can you see Argentina beat Netherlands?
Yeah, 100%. Like, no, don't get me wrong. Netherlands, they've been actually decent.
I have just realised you got Netherlands.
I've got the
back run.
The 2014 one when they got semi-finals and they finished 3rd place against Brazil. Yeah, that one. But no, Netherlands. Like, obviously they got Louis van Gaal. He's doing really good for them as a manager. They got some amazing players, and I said it on your stream before. I think Argentina will win this World Cup. I'm still going to stick to it. So I'm not going to lie. I do think that Argentina will beat Netherlands. It may go, for me, it's going to go penalties. I think it's going to go penalties because I think both teams have got a very good fight. Be like 1-1, and then Argentina will win on penalty. Just like exactly what they did in 2014 in that semi-final. But yeah, I do see Argentina.
Surely is Messi last World Cup, and Messi's not going to let an upset happening here. He's not going to be an upset because it's Netherlands,
Mate,
but
you saw him how good he was against Australia, right? The guy was that performance against Australia will remind me so much of the Barcelona Messi. It was like, am I watching? I mean, that run. I don't know if you saw that run that he did.
Yeah, of course, I watched the game.
It's beautiful, and then if he would have scored, that would have been lit. But
Messi definitely had an amazing performance against.
The last 2 times they met each other. Last 2 times they met each other was 0-0.
Yeah, and Messi against Poland as well. Apart from missing the penalty against Poland, he had an amazing game. He was just all over the place, controlling the game like he plays the game like no one else. So Steve says he's still in here. He will still remember the good old days, Steve, when we used to be in my garden, barbecue at 4 o'clock in the morning, 5 o'clock in the morning, watching Copa America. I mean, World Cup.
Was you in America back then, or was you just in?
No. Since I was in England. I've been in England for quite a long time now. I've been in England for almost 2008. So I've been in England for 14 years, nearly 15 years now. Unfortunately, still in here in this country. So cold, hate the weather. And hopefully, when I become famous on YouTube, I can move abroad. And then, have, a massive house with swimming pool, with lots of beer, lots of beaches as well. And then you all can come and join me and let's watch the football and enjoy always. And do live streams in the swimming pool and stuff. And make sure we get Lucas Hernandez and Teos Hernandez dad to teach us how to put the milk in to create great footballers like the brothers from Hernandez. What two players. But yeah, big up to everyone that watched this. Let's give another 2 minutes because we still got it was an amazing stream with a lot of people watching, like the first one, but it's Sunday. A lot of people want to go sleep early. A lot of people still hang over from Saturday night. A lot of people was watching the boxing last night, and yeah. A lot of people still hang over. What Steve says, he said that yes, it was funny night, definitely. Yeah, it was a night, Copa America. I think Argentina played Honduras. I can't remember who they played. Messi scored. Messi, I think, come on and scored 2 goals, and we was like up till about 5:30, 6 in the morning. We had a barbecue. Like through the night, Copa America, you guys know, in South America is like, yeah, good old times. We should have done in this World Cup. But shame the World Cup is in the winter. You can't be out there. It's too cold. Trust me. Yeah, I went out today and I was like, no, this is too much. I absolutely hate. I would love to be in a country that is always hot, I want to have, of course, show my hairy legs out, and come on. I hate when it's so cold. But
Horrible freezing.
Yeah, it's just too cold. And probably where you live up north, so it's probably even cold in there.
That's freezing, honestly. I was at that living room. I can't imagine whatever it was. It was freezing everywhere. It was horrible.
I know. It's crazy. And like I said, the World Cup, it would even be better in the summer. Then you can drink cold beers. You can't really drink cold beers with this weather. It's just too cold. And anything you guys want to say? Because we still got 5 people watching. Steve's still in here. Freeway may still be in here and trying to search on Google for Theo and Lucas Hernandez dads to try and make 2 kids like, 2 footballers like, the Hernandez brother is. And quite a few people still watching. Really appreciate it. And Alberto Probi is in a tax already with his porn star now because he had to go. So Alberto is probably, in a taxi, she's next to him. He's putting his hand next to her, saying, "No worry, I'm still watching football Ferreira. We got time. We're going to the hotel. We got time." And big up to Alberto. Alberto is a legend, but I'm sure he left the stream because he was waiting for a call and a message. He's definitely on his way to the 5-star hotel, probably next to the Emirates, Arsenal. And, Alberto, we'll have a good night, definitely. Enjoy, my brother, and I will see you tomorrow. Probably he's going to come in one of my streams, or maybe Tuesday for the Portugal game. And, Josh, stop laughing. Put your head up. And... anything you want to say apart from, Alberto really enjoying next to a porn star on the way to 5-star hotel? You see, he left the stream just to. I don't blame him.
Man.
Don't forget the condoms, Alberto.
Of course, I would do the same, definitely, 100%. And Sean, big up to you, my man. Really appreciate coming along. It's been a while. It's been a long, long time. Keep up the good work. Your vlogs, please, people, go and check Sean's vlog. Absolutely beautiful to watch.
I'm back as well, so that's good.
Yes. On his vlogs, you see the quality from non-leagues, League One, League Two, Championship. He does Champion League as well. He does basically all the leagues around the UK. But it's good to see, he always seems to show his beers, the food he has at halftime, and some
Hey,
of
Sean, sorry to cut you off. I've got a question. Have you ever been Southend United before, my friend?
Southend. I think the seniors went one of our when some team were at home ages ago, but
Yeah.
I don't think I've been down there yet. I've been near there. It's like by Suffolk or something, isn't it?
It's like you ever heard of Essex?
Yeah, Essex. Yeah, I've been through there a few times. But yeah,
that's my local team. So we're in non-league. We're in
down there.
we got relegated last season. So yeah.
I'll try and get down there. So let's say when a Wrexham play, or let's say if Southport get promoted next season, maybe. And then Southport play yous, or League Two if you get promoted, which I don't know, or if
have you ever been Colchester?
Colchester. I would have it if the fans were allowed there at Marina. Would have, but it was COVID, weren't it? Sadly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I said, Sean, keep up.
Thank you. Yeah, thanks very much. Yeah, I'm going to Everton on the 21 to be Colchester on Tuesday.
All right.
In the it's called the Premier League Cup or something, so should be good.
Definitely. And like I said, keep up the good work, and good to see you again. It's been definitely a while. And like I said, people, make sure you also go and check Sean out. Honestly, his vlogs are good. It's even better when, he shows his food at halftime, the prices of the food and everything included when you actually, got in a match and vlog a live match as well. So, Josh, how are you, my brother? And it's good to see you again. Anything you want to say to everyone that is watching? We still got
two streams today on your channel, bro. It's been a pleasure, as I said, man. I appreciate it.
We had a good laugh as well.
Yeah, but about the Hernandez brothers, Rabiot man of the match, and all that. It's been fun.
And Alberto now is on his way, to.
Alberto's on his way, yeah, man. We got Alberto.
Yeah, Albert is on his way now to 5-star hotel with probably the most famous porn star in UK. So I don't know. I mean, Albert, enjoy, have a good night, my man, and both of you as well. Enjoy, have a good night, and everyone that watched this stream. You guys know I really appreciate the support. I can't thank you guys enough. It's always good as well to have a little bit of laugh, not just talking about the game, talking about a game and having a laugh. And of course, it's part of this kind of streams and talking about a beautiful game. You're gonna agree and disagree. I think France is gonna be England, but you never know. Anything can happen in football. And I'm looking for the next games in the round of 16. Like I've mentioned, we've got tomorrow 2 games, and then we got the other 2 on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursdays, there's non-games. Quarterfinal will be back Friday, with a big one, Netherlands against Argentina. You might see me upset. You might see me celebrate, happy, or you might end up not seeing me at all. I might end up calling sick to YouTube, see if they will pay me sick pay if Argentina lose.
Nah.
But
Messi will turn up, trust me.
Messi has to turn up. If Messi does not turn up, I swear, I don't know what's going to happen. But it would be amazing to see, Argentina with Messi last World Cup, also Portugal with Ronaldo, right?
Mm-hmm.
I've said this a few times. If Portugal and Argentina goes all the way through to the final, the internet is going to break. That's a guarantee. Internet.
I mean, England might play them in if they beat Spain. And they're on a pathway. So
it's probably going to be the most watched game of all time. So we are what?
Exactly, in both their last World Cups as well. So
the population is what? Nearly 8 billion, right?
Yeah.
7 point something. And I do believe that over the population we have, probably around 20 billion will be watching that game. So we can't humans, we're going to count animals, we're going to count gods, we're going to count everything. Everyone will stop. Even gods going to come from heaven to the real world and watch that game. I think that just it will definitely stop the world, and that can still happen. Look, it does not really look that bad. Let's see how Portugal's going to do against Switzerland, because that's going to be a tough one. Switzerland is always a tough team to beat. I don't know what Switzerland does. Do they give them chocolates, Switzerland chocolates at halftime before the game? And then, I mean, I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what's going to happen. But people, really appreciate the support and all the love. You guys know that, Jokes aside, but I really appreciate it. Much love to everyone. Have a good night. And Football Ferreira, of course, will be back tomorrow, straight away after the Japan against Croatia, right? So we've got Japan and Croatia. Yes, vamos. And then tomorrow night we've got Brazil, El Samba. Neymar might be back, might not. So we've got Brazil against South Korea. Another Son, who knows? An upset, can can South Korea upset Brazil? Who knows? Let's wait and see. But yeah, I will pretty sure see you all tomorrow. Both of the streams, Football Ferreira will be in here, and I will review every single game that is left still in this World Cup. So make sure you keep the bell on. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new, and smash a like on this video on your way out. My people, Josh, he's already gone. He's probably trying to get contact with Alberto. He wants to join. He wants to have a threesome. He wants to join porn star night in a 5-star hotel. Big up to you. Really appreciate you coming along, Josh. Just quickly say goodbye. Can you say goodbye in Italy, in Spain, in French, and in English to everyone in the chat, please?
Right. Okay, let's try it. French. Au revoir, my people. What? Spanish as well. Adios.
Adios.
Italian. Adio. And English. Goodbye, lads. Vamos, everyone. Thanks for letting me come back on again, Jose, bro. Big up to all as well, my friends.
I'll be back tomorrow. Maybe.
Yes, definitely. Sean, can you please say goodbye to everyone in the chat in Gareth Southgate style?
Okay, everyone. Goodbye. See you later. Subscribe to us free. And Alberto. So as 4. Bye.
Yeah, shout out Alberto, man.
Definitely. Anyways, all I have to say is adios, ciao, thank you, bye-bye, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Much love to everyone.